Chapter 20, step B, number 5. This one's a bit different. You're not actually calculating anything. They just want you to understand something. So what they have here is probability histograms for the number of sample people that might have a certain income. So notice this isn't actually talking about the incomes. These are not the incomes. Okay, this is the chances of getting a number of people in the sample with, we'll say, the high incomes, whatever threshold they said, the 50,000. So this one, and kind of ignore this scale, we haven't really taught you about like what that scale is going to be, and you don't really need to know it. But it's just in general telling you what's the chance that if I take the sample, I'm going to get, say, 88 people in the sample with a high income. So for part A, it says, what does the barb of 88%, the 88 mean? So this bar right here. So that is specifically the chance of picking a sample and getting 88 people with high incomes. So part B says, well, if you look at the lower histogram and you look at the 22, the bar above 22, what does it correspond to? So notice here, this was the number. The number is the actual count. All they did is change the scale, so now we're talking about the percent of people. So it's the chance of getting 22% in that sample with high incomes. And part C says, should that chance be the same and why? Now, if we go back, I think it didn't tell us exactly how many were in that sample, so I think you have to go back to a few previous pages to figure out how many people are in the sample. So if you go back a few pages, it told us our sample size was 400. And so if we do 88 people out of a sample size of 400 and times by 100% to make it a percentage, it does give us 22%. So whether you want to count and say there's 88 actual people or you want to find a percentage of 22%, you should get the same values, and so all the chances will be the same. They just change the scale. And that's all they're trying to do on this problem, is just show you that switching from counting the people to looking at the percentage is the same thing. We just switched the scale.